She's like, oh.
But I'm working on something with Tony Terry as well. And that's via Dave. Okay. It ain't X yet. That's why I ain't said nothing. So,
But hey, at least the fire's been started.
Yeah. So
that's a good thing.
It ain't, you know.
That's a good thing. That's excellent.
Yeah. So I don't know yet. I got some stuff.
All right, Tristan.
Okay, y'all ready?
Yeah.
Headphones on. Phones on silent. Let's go.
Who is it?
Mary Wilson.
Hey, what is it? Yeah.
Hold up. 3.
All right, we're back with the headline. My guests just arrived. And I had to play something by Mary Wilson, who passed away, one of the Legend of the Supremes. Yes, R&B. Yes, R&B. So, all right, so without further ado, could we just bring these people in, please? Black Love Excellence on Valentine's Day right about now. We need to know how the secret. Yes, secret. Yes, so please welcome, and Human T-Rex, despite the argument that y'all had before break, could you play the entrance music for my man here? Now,
You've been doing your homework.
please welcome Teen Moore.
Yeah.
It's one of the best songs that I heard in a while from this guy. Please welcome Stan Edward Moore and his lovely wife, Lynette Moore. Thank you guys for coming in to the studio. So, if you want to play that all the way through, you can.
How did you know to play that
You did his research.
I did in my research, first of all, and second of all, since it is Valentine's Day,
I said because it's Valentine's.
and it's one of the loveliest songs ever that I heard that you.
Okay, let me. I want to know your research. What did you find out? I want to know what did you find out, because there's something I got to tell you about that.
All I know is that, it sounds like that you dedicated that song to your lovely wife.
I sure did, and I sung that at our wedding.
Yep.
Right, which was this past August.
Past August, yeah.
And sometimes you just got that feeling that, you got that feeling.
Or shout out to the dope co-host.
Right.
I think she do some jewels in there.
Right, yeah. Pretty much. So.
Larry think he know. He think
Right,
he know.
right. So.
You know what? I'm going to let him. He I'm going to give him his props.
Thank you very much.
You are very welcome. Thank you.
So.
Stan got to sing in my wedding too. He didn't know that yet though. Or maybe I did tell him. You didn't.
You didn't, but you probably implied it to him on private conversation. You just told him on air right about now. You can stop coughing. You don't know when the date is for real.
May of next year.
Oh my God,
Mr. Next year.
Just the two of us, with friends. One of the
Lynn Tyler.
Lynn Tyler, one of the great shows here on Nerve DJs, www.wnrv 1081, where we get on your nerve, and it's every Saturday from 9 to noon.
I think go 3 hours, yeah.
Yeah, y'all go hard.
Oh, we go unfiltered sometimes.
Right.
Kind of like here, we go unfiltered.
Yeah.
No,
I do.
I'm gonna tell you this. It's a little worse because
They don't cuss like I do?
no, we don't cuss like
You don't really?
no, but when it comes down to me representing our black gold,
You go in.
oh, I gotta go in.
Oh, for real, T? That's how we gonna do?
See, thank you very much. God, we understand that y'all are fans, especially Lynette.
The both of you are out.
They are both Pittsburgh Steelers. Me and T-Rex are surrounded.
My team lost 2 times in a row. I was shut the fuck
Well,
up.
We don't never shut the fuck up.
Like if I lost 2 in a row, there's nothing y'all can say. Shut the fuck
No,
up.
we
All right.
ain't shutting up.
All right.
But here's the thing, though. She's worse than I am.
That's why she's not talking.
That's what I'm saying. Because
You
if
don't
she do,
want her to
she right. She gonna shut it
But
down. I'm
deep down in
telling
her
you.
side, deep down in her, she know to be quiet when you lose 2 in a
No, she
row.
No, she don't want to see it. Hey. Okay,
When you lose 2 in a row.
listen. I'm just going to say this. I'm going to shut everything down.
Real.
Damn
Hate
it.
is real.
Damn Tom Brady got his number 7.
Shut up, please. Shit. Turn me up in the
Oh, we got. This supposed to be about love, black love. Okay.
It is all love. That's all we can do.
Right. So, I know, I'm just
all day
playing.
long.
So, I gotta, you know what? Y'all need to worry about y'all free agency.
No,
For
we
real.
don't. No, we don't.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
The Jets are
No,
looking
we
at,
don't.
Juju.
Look here.
No.
I go on record and say a healthy Steelers team will whoop a Browns healthy ass team any day.
Okay.
I'll say that right now.
Okay.
Tell 'em again.
A
Whatever.
healthy Steelers
What
team
the
will
hell
whoop the hell out of
ever?
a Browns team right now.
Didn't you have Nick Chubb on your fantasy team?
I sure did.
Okay then.
And
Y'all better
Your
make
mouth
sure
shut.
y'all keep y'all playing.
And-
All right, we keeping our players.
I had Nick
All
Chubb
right.
on my I had Nick Chubb on my fantasy team, and I had Derrick Henry as his backup.
All right. So,
That's what y'all need to be concerned
well,
about.
Exactly.
Making sure y'all keep
All
your
right.
team intact.
all right. So,
Because there's
I-
always next year.
all right. Since
Yeah, we said that when we beat y'all.
so,
Anyway, y'all was at.
oh, you know what?
It was Christmas. Extra week. We got an extra
It was
check.
Christmas and it was a
Check that we
gift.
put up.
All
We
right.
give to charity. I tell them that all the time.
Well, you know what, y'all.
It's good to give to
Okay.
charity. We wrote y'all
Let's get to why we here. All right.
Why we here?
Why we here?
Why we here.
Because the simple fact of the matter is there's a story behind you and your wife meeting. And I want to hear it. Yeah, go ahead. Lynette, go ahead and tell how y'all met.
Well, I met Stan in 2018, March of 2018, and we talked on the phone for 3 months before we actually met each other face to face.
Really?
Yeah. We met on a website. I don't want to get a website.
Yeah,
I want to get a website because they pre-promotion on that. So
Right.
we met on a website,
A dating.
a dating website. Yeah.
And you lived all the way in Mississippi, right?
No, I lived in Memphis, Tennessee.
Memphis,
I was born
Tennessee.
and raised in Mississippi, but I'm living
Yeah, she's down from Mississippi.
Memphis.
Mississippi.
One of those songs that you sang, "Country Girl," is that describing your Lynette?
It sure is.
Okay, see,
It sure is.
I read. I read. So, go ahead, Lynette. So finish telling the story before I get.
So he had to go to Atlanta to do some business stuff, marketing or whatever. So I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and get some vacation time and I'll meet you in Atlanta. But before I went to Atlanta, I had got bit by a spider, a brown recluse spider. But I still traveled 5.5 hours to see him. But the whole time we was in Atlanta, I was sick.
Mm-hmm. Poor baby.
Oh
So
God.
I actually had to go into the hospital, but he was there the whole time. If it would have been somebody else, he probably would have just left me to die. But
Yeah.
So I mean, so
And the rest is history.
and the rest is history. And y'all got married, and you moved up here to be with him.
yeah, because we met. Let me see, we met in 2018. He proposed to me in May of 2019, and we got married in August of 2020.
So you moved all the way up here to Cleveland, Ohio, from Tennessee, warm Tennessee, I tell
I
you.
know, but my kids are grown and gone, so
She was like, hey, let's do it.
Right, she said, "Let's do it." So when she did, you ask her to move, Stan? Or just,
I really wanted to move down there.
really?
Yeah, because at that point, when I met her, I had lost my house. My car was repoed. I was still recovering from an accident that I had in my Camaro.
Yep.
Remember?
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, I was like at a transitional part in my life where, okay, I can either get a job here, or I could just say, to hell with all this and go where she's at and start over.
Mm-hmm.
But then she was like, because at that time, me and Dr. Marlin we're best friends, and she said, can't Dr. Marlin get you back in the, yeah. And I said, you know what? I really didn't want to go back to the clinic. I really didn't. But he ended up getting me on the urology floor and getting back in there, and I ended up going back to the clinic. And I think Tiana did her research on the clinic and was like, Mama, he got a good job, go.
Right.
He got a good job, go.
Go.
And that's when we had set up for her to come, for her to move here. It was all a process. It was a big process that we planned for the year to say that, okay, this is what we're gonna do, this is how much money I'm gonna save, this is what we're gonna sacrifice, and we're gonna do this. And she said, I'm coming where you are, because she said she was sick of Memphis, bad memories, bad stuff. She was ready to move on and get that away from there. And in her mindset, ain't nothing there.
Right. Because her children are grown.
Right.
I mean, it's something there, but the thing is, it's like I lost my mom in 2018, and then I lost my dad in 2019. So I was like, it's just time to go, you know.
Time to live.
Time to live.
You know, time to go. So I decided, and then you know, his mom, she's older and she's still living. So I was like, you know what? I'll just move up there. So.
Yeah.
Now, how does mom like you?
What she love her more than she love him.
Damn.
You better say that.
She love her. Like, I'm just curious. I'm like, you're like,
That's her daughter more so than that's her son.
wow.
Larry, when we go to the house, she'll when we go over to the house, she opens the door for my wife to come through the front door. She told me, you can go to the back.
Damn, that's cold. That's
You can
cold.
go to the back.
Told
And
you to
knock.
go to the back.
Don't
Told
you
you to go.
knock.
Wow, that's
Like,
cool.
oh, Ma, really? That's how you gonna play now?
Right.
Oh, she loves.
That's her baby.
Oh yeah, she loves Ned. She'll call.
She does.
She call me.
Does your mom have any daughters? You don't have any sisters?
I have one sister. I have three sisters, but with my mom, I got the one. My other two sisters with my father.
Oh, okay. So that's like, that's another daughter for her.
Oh,
Yep.
another daughter.
Right.
Yep.
So.
That's how she look at it.
Yep.
So pretty much, Stan, we know that you had pretty much, you were successful singer, working, all that. You went like, me and you talk, bruh.
Yeah, we do.
And you was going through some personal
You
stuff.
know we were going through.
Right. Yeah,
we
that.
talked about
Oh,
it.
yeah. So you was going through some shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and then when all of a sudden I look up and you found this woman and was talking to her, and I'm like, I was rooting for you. I
You may want to get
was
married that website.
like, shit. Thank you. I need that.
We can't see it now.
And like, here's the thing though. I'm rooting for you because I'm rooting for me. I'm like, if you can do it, like it's not a knock. It's like you leading an example for my ass. So the thing about it is, like, you went through a divorce, all that stuff.
But you know what though? Here's the key to that. In a situation like that between me and Ned, how we met with all of that, I have to go back to my father's teachings and raising.
Oh,
And the
yeah.
biggest thing he taught me was to, I don't care what your situation is, you be up front with her. Be
Yep.
up front.
Yep.
She may not like your answers, but she will respect your honesty. At least be up front. And that's what I did with her.
Yep.
I put it all online. I told her, I says, listen, I'm still married, but my ex-wife, and I called her ex, even though we wasn't, divorced yet.
Legally.
I said, she's moving to Arizona. Pretty much. She's moving to Arizona. I'm still married to her. I'm still in this house, but the house is getting ready to become foreclosed. I says, I don't want a relationship, sex, or anything like that. I just want positive people in my life to help me get through what I'm going through. And that's what she said. She said, I got you. She said, I can be that, I can do that because I've been through where you're going through. That's what she told me. She said, I've been through the divorce part. I've been through the hurt part. I've been through losing everything part. So I know exactly what you're going through. And she has been that rock since day one, even though we weren't even in a relationship. We were just friends.
So you had to be a friend first.
Oh yeah, we were just friends, and that's how we kept it 100 with each other. Now I will admit I was a freaking mess.
Yeah, he was.
I was a freak. I don't like to go places by myself.
No, he
I don't
oh my
like to do,
God.
I don't like to do things by myself. She had to freaking really twist my arm to invite me over her house for dinner.
Like, you need to get out the house.
Like, wait a minute, Jay, you had it to like, and Jay can cook.
Yeah, all
Right, so like,
Yeah. It was a situation one time, I don't even know I don't think I don't even want to talk to nobody. Because I still was even living, when I went through my depression, and I went through my suicide attempt in Vegas, I still suffered
Yep.
from the mental illness effects from all of that, and I still had that remnants still going on with me that I had to deal with. And there was one time I didn't want to talk to nobody. I didn't want to do anything. My mom called her.
And I'm so glad.
My mom
so glad.
She called her.
She did.
And she told my mom, she said, Mama, he gonna be all right once I get up there, and that's what she told me.
I was so glad when she came and that got it clear.
Right. Thank you very much. Sometimes you need. See, the thing about it is, you notice and I'm just going back, not politics, but the personal politics. You notice the difference in a man. You notice the difference in love and not love. Like the Trumps had no love. Down in the millennium, I don't know if they gnomes or clones or whatever. You notice that with the Bidens, with Joe and with Dr. Jill and Joe. There's love there. Even after all those years, there's love there. And that was his second wife, you know.
Let me tell you, I was so glad when Ned set foot in Cleveland. This one right here, oh my God. I told her, I said, baby, I'm so glad you're here. So glad you're here. This man, woo, I used to be like, if you don't get up and do something, I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to go nowhere without Ned. I'm like, when is she coming? When she coming? How soon is she moving here? Because you really need to get up.
Right, exactly.
There was a point, I'm going to tell y'all, a lot of people don't know this, but there was a point I said I was done with music.
Sure did.
What?
Yeah, man, there was a point I said.
Negro, what?
Because here, you got to understand with me, with where I was and what I did, if I can't do what I did on the level I did it on, at that moment, I didn't want to do it. If I didn't want to do it, I didn't want to record, I didn't want to write, I didn't want to do
But this is
anything.
like
Hold on, this is why that album is dedicated all around her, because if every song on there is her.
She gave him his inspiration.
Big time.
Sometimes you need that. And then the thing about it is, like, when I first interviewed you, and you came up and you had so much bounce in life, and then when I talked to you, and it was like you was going through the stuff, and it was like I was listening to you partially help me. So the thing about it is that we listen to you, and then when you seeing you now in this, now you're on Just the Two of Us and Friends. Yeah. Now you're doing the stuff, and now you're talking about the stuff you went through with Cats. Yeah. And now you're happily married, even though, even though it's not having been a year yet. Like, y'all still in the newlywed phase. Yeah. What made you just say, you know what, I'm gonna try this again?
Again, it was just my dad. It was what I would instill with as a kid. This is how he raised me as his son. He always had this thing about being foundational. That's always been him. Foundation. I ain't gonna tell you what he said over the air. I'll tell y'all off the air. But he said you only got one. And you can only do one. He said, so you need to learn how to concentrate on learning her for a lifetime. That's what he said. Whoever her was, whoever your wife is, you need to concentrate on learning her for a lifetime.
Wow.
That's what he said. Again, and the beautiful thing about my dad, everything he taught me, he did by example, by how he treated my mom. So I got to see what he taught.
Okay.
Growing up.
Wow.
And the other crazy part is, if you talk to my mom today, she is the funniest woman with wisdom you ever want to meet. She is hilarious. And growing up, she didn't say a word. Pop did all the talking. She didn't. This woman I see now is not the woman that raised us. I'm sorry. She
wow.
Yeah.
Right. So the thing about it is, Jay, you have anything that, like, I know you talked. I know you know the story and the thing.
I'm just glad that he found his forever. This woman right here, across from me, is his forever. Yeah. She gave him his inspiration to sing again and to trust his voice again. Because he wasn't trusting it. He had just given up.
And to write again.
Man, listen. Baby, I done told you before. I'm so glad she here.
But you know what
And
though?
he done married him.
But here's the crazy thing. There's times I have to like kind of remind her, cause she has no idea of the strength she had coming here. She don't know.
You had it, baby.
Cause see, you know where I've been.
Yes.
Before
Yes.
all of this, and to lose all of that,
Yes.
to say I'm not gonna do it no more.
And then you come along.
Yeah,
She don't even know the
I
recipe.
remember,
Honey,
right. I remember Cavante's turkey jam years ago when you and the Neo Soul Experience tore that mother sucker up.
She's never seen Neil Stone.
Oh, she's never seen Neo Stone.
That's right, she has it.
That is not.
That's right.
The thing about it is like Lynette. It was a performance for the ages, you know. At that,
Is it recorded somewhere?
I don't. I've listened. I got a fun.
Howard Pearl did the version of
Where
My
is he?
Everything. I think Howard in L.A. I'm not sure.
Is he
Right.
back in LA?
I think so.
Okay.
Now, quote me.
Cruz would know.
Right, Cruz
Right.
will know.
I just talked to him the other day. But Larry had recorded me performing My Everything and put it on YouTube. Yeah,
It might be out there.
It's out there.
Yeah, it's got to be out there, son.
It's
says
out
something.
there.
I know I did. I'm like, but the thing about it is that, you know, when you went from performing to I don't want to sing no more, I'm like, what can we do? And it's like
It wasn't nothing we could do, baby.
it was
That
all
was saved for Miss Lynette Moore.
right. So, I like now you have Lynette. You have children of your own, correct?
Yes, I have 3 daughters.
Okay. How do they respond to, you know, staying there?
You mean?
Yeah.
How do they respond to him?
Yeah.
Like, they love him, cause like it's like he talks to them more than their father does. To be honest, and then I don't say I have 2 grandsons. He'll correct me. He'll say we have 2 grandsons.
They so handsome.
So he calls and checks on them, or he'll call and talk to the girls, and I'll be like, I talk to the girls, say I haven't even talked to them. So they have their own relationship with him. They love him to death. They say as long as he makes you happy, Mama, we happy.
Oh wow. How old are your girls?
I got a 26-year-old. One just made 24 today.
Today's her birthday. You know?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was. That was the one you put on Facebook.
Yeah.
That one.
And
Lord.
then my baby girl, she's 21.
Okay, so they pretty much, as long as it like makes you happy.
Oh
you
yeah,
make her
whatever
happy.
makes the mama who makes you happy, and you know, because they know one thing about me. For me to move 700 and how many miles?
Right.
712 miles.
That's
from
my
Illinois,
712.3.
712.3 miles. They knew
712, my lucky number.
that I wasn't gonna just move up here, you know, randomly because I already knew that he wasn't gonna mistreat me or anything. So that's why I just took that leap of faith and I just moved up here.
And look what happened.
And look what happened.
You,
And y'all,
you wanna tell them what you always tell everybody else?
What's that?
I always overhear her when she's talking to a couple of friends or family, whatever, and she be like, I can't get an argument out of him.
Oh yeah, I can't. Sometimes I just be trying to pick out.
y'all can't do that. We don't like to argue. Men don't like to argue. We want peace in our house.
Some of them do, but
No, some of them do.
Some
Some of them do.
I don't like to argue.
They ain't
I
never
do
happy.
enough debating on here with
They
you.
ain't never happy.
Who ain't never happy?
Women.
The lies you tell.
Right.
There's always something.
Well, the thing about it is, like, I don't like it when you don't. And it's not like he doesn't like to argue. It's just a simple fact of the matter is, we men, especially when we get older, we just want peace in the house. All I want is a damn dinner. Okay. I ain't even trying to. Listen. That's the way to a man's heart, to his stomach.
Really, T?
Right. Thank
Right.
you.
Accident.
T, really?
But sometimes I feel kind of bad because, like, you know, I work 9 to 6, 5 days a week, and I was like, sometimes I feel bad because I was like, I be wanting to cook, but I be tired, and I be like, and I be like,
Really.
and I'm like, baby,
Really, T?
I'm like, sorry. He's like, don't worry about it. One thing about him, he will find him something to eat.
Or
No.
he'll cook.
Well, here's
Yeah,
the thing.
he'll
Here's the
cook.
thing with me. Once again, y'all gonna hear me go back to my dad. Pop already told me. He says, I'm gonna teach you how to do all of this because there's some days she's not gonna want to do it. So you have to
Right.
be able to pick up that piece for her to cook for her if she don't want it, if she can't do it, don't feel like doing it, and never hinder nobody to do something they don't want to do. I told her, she was like, "Baby, I'm sorry." I said, "Sorry for what?" She said, I didn't cook the spaghetti," and I'm sitting there looking at her like, "Girl, bye."
Right.
You don't have to apologize for me for something you did not want to do. It's okay.
That's how Foster is. He'd be like, you don't have to cook it.
You ain't got to cook. It's okay.
I like to cook though.
Here's the thing. I'm like, I just want somebody to share the cleaning at my apartment. I don't want to do all the vacuum. I do all the vacuum on time. And the thing about it is, and honesty is very, very important. And it's one of the things that's missing. It's a law community, and it's a law start. And the thing about it is, when you start covering stuff up, here's me. This is just me. When I find out that you're not trustworthy with me, it's out. I gotta cut you off. No matter what the money wise, whatever money or time invested, if it's all a lie, I'll just cut it off. I would like some of my cash back, but still, I mean, sometimes it's like it's worth just to get rid of a person. And the thing about it is, like, you said you were up front with her. She accepted it. Y'all here today. And I saw the wedding photos. How was the wedding in Vegas doing? Because y'all got married during a pandemic. I'm just saying.
Right.
Y'all got married during a pandemic. Lynette, how was the wedding for you?
It was,
She was beautiful.
I liked it. I mean, we just had to wear our masks, but, Las Vegas, they don't stop for nobody. They just want to make money.
Yep.
Right.
But I had some of my family members came. We had a pretty good crowd, so it was good. I mean, it was very nice.
A lot of my Vegas friends came.
Did they?
Yeah, and guess who called me?
Who? Sheila?
No, no, not Sheila. Oh, stop! But I'm sitting there because that Saturday morning, she had left to go with her bridesmaid and her sister-in-law so they can get ready. So I'm in the hotel room by myself. I think I chilled and like just had fun that whole day. And then when I started getting ready, my phone rang. You didn't believe who it was.
Really?
Skip Martin. Skip called. Skip was like, "What's up, man?" I'm like, "Bruh." He said, "Congratulations. I don't know if
Skip, for people who don't know who Skip Martin is, who's
Right.
Skip?
Skip Martin is lead singer of Daz Band.
Wow.
Yeah,
Right, that's
sang all the Daz Band ballads, every last one of them. Well, the majority of them.
Yeah.
Right, the majority.
The majority. He's the majority of them.
He's not Michael.
Huh?
Oh,
Okay.
Don't listen to T.
He on some.
So he called and was like, he said, "Bro, congratulations. I got studio sessions out the wazoo. I don't know if I'll be able to make the wedding, but I just wanted to call you and congratulate you and your future wife." I was like, "Oh man," I was sitting in there melting like I'm a daggone fan. Cause see, you gotta understand with Skip was like the idol back for me in high school.
Uh-huh.
I mean, when you hear that when they came up with the ballads, When You Needed Roses, Just Believe in Love,
Wow.
all of the knock, Invitation to Love, those, I mean, I like kind of like Skip Martin was that lead vocal.
He was that.
Oh, he was that person that I literally looked
He's your
up to.
idol. He was your idol.
Exactly, in my high school.
Right, and he's
then-
calling you and wishing you a congratulations.
Okay. And then not only that, I had the opportunity to play with Daz Band and sing with Daz Band and sing the Skip Martin tracks.
Ooh.
And God, I was nervous as all get out, but
You
shout
pulled it
out,
off.
shout out to my boy Kenny Pettis. He had me
Right,
on. He calmed me down. He taught me what I needed to know to perform Daz Band music, and gave me some stuff. I'll tell y'all that off the air. I don't want to put that out here.
Right.
But there's some stuff he showed me that told me, and my mouth was
We got some.
my mouth dropped. I was like, "You couldn't? Are you serious?"
Wow.
I'll share it with y'all.
Right. It like, okay, so here's I gotta give a shout out to a couple of couples. The poet couple, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. And also to to Arrogant Carl
Yes.
and Kit Warren.
Yeah.
I love those two.
Yeah.
I'm like, Carlin, if you ain't never, with him and DJ Chicago, if you ain't never been to the Saturday night Kick It at the Touch of Italy, the new one in Bedford, you got to go.
Yeah.
Also, this Saturday, Love Letters is sponsored by the Greater Cleveland Association of Black Journalists. with Leon Bibb and Sandra Bishop. Love Letters is about a play where two lovers who loved each other way back when, going through their times, read these love letters to each other. So it's going to be an online event for the Valentine's Day. Speaking of Valentine's Day, what y'all got going on for Valentine's Day? What y'all gonna do? What is the first? Because this is y'all first year as a married couple as far as Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the way we,
Everything's Valentine's for these guys.
yeah, but the way we look at it is like being married is like really just a piece of paper to us. I mean, like people ask me how I feel to be married. I don't. Excuse me.
Really, T?
Oh, don't find it food.
Oh,
You thought, but it's like we don't look at it as to say like we married. It's like we best friends.
It's a partnership.
Yeah, I mean it isn't. And I wanted to add also too that even though we're like we are, you see us post, you see us out. There was a sacrifice that came
With that.
with how we are today.
Mm-hmm.
A big sacrifice. We dated long distance for like a year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, we dated long distance for like a year, and you
That
know,
time went so fast.
It did.
it did. Yeah, I mean, we video chatted like 24/7.
Yeah.
That was our
Right.
video chat was the
Yeah.
video was 24/7, and you know, again, being in a relationship that you are serious about, that you really want to foundate yourself with, you have to open up doors and open up things that you normally, like she knew where I was, she knew what I was doing,
Mhm.
she knew everything, and I knew with her. It's not like we're like, what's the word I'm trying to say? It's not like we're like, what's the word when you really be scoping someone out and what's the word I'm trying to find?
I don't
Hold
know.
on.
Oh,
I
geez.
said she got it.
Is it stalking?
Stalking, thank you.
Yeah,
Stalking.
Stalking. Right. It's not like we were stalking each other or
But you
anything
were
like
aware
that.
of each other's whereabouts.
Whereabouts.
And surroundings.
Right. It was like a concern thing. It's like, okay, well, I ain't heard from her. She okay?
There's nothing wrong with stalking, though. In
What?
a good way. As long as you ain't outside their job or outside their house.
Nah, I've had that happen.
Right.
Okay.
That ain't. Mm-mm.
T-Rex is not down with that type of stalking.
no,
T-Rex.
that's illegal.
Yeah.
But you know,
Yeah, sign off, T, sign off.
but we have our iPhones, so it's like he
Location.
he has my location.
Wow.
He even had my location when I was in Memphis.
Yep.
You know.
Right.
Do y'all have the passwords to each other's phone?
Sure do.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Wow, that's love. Wow.
Yeah.
We had a thing one time. What, baby, we do it was like you take my phone for a day and I'll take yours.
That's love.
That is love.
You know, I have nothing to hide. She got nothing to hide. Ain't nothing going on. Here, take my phone. I will pay you $10 for every time it rings.
Is that growth? That's called growth, huh?
I would call it growth. I would call it maturity. I would call it trust. I would call it commitment.
You gotta have trust to do that.
Jay Price, do your boo got the password to your phone?
Hell no.
Well, damn.
But I got the password to his.
See?
They ain't that about nothing.
That's a start.
But he's never asked for it either. And I didn't ask him for his. He gave it to me. I mean, we trust each other to the point to where I have his credit card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that I don't touch them.
He ain't thinking about no damn password. Man.
Right. If he gave,
I have them in my pocket.
listen, if he gave you the credit cards, fuck the password. Who cares? You got the money part.
Yeah, he's never asked.
Listen, if there's if any ladies, I'm just gonna say this: if any man gives you the key to his apartment or
Got
house,
that too.
credit card,
Got
or
that.
anything like that, that's a trust factor. Don't fuck it up. Just saying. All right, and that goes double for the men. Do that the same thing. She give you everything. Don't use her car to pick up another bra while she at work. All right, just don't do that dumb shit. All right. Happy Valentine's Day. This is Elder Bars and Faith Evans. We'll be right back on the Headline Eye.
So, Skip